Welcome to Lesson 3. This is the hands-on core of the module. KQL, the Custo query language, is how you turn raw endpoint and security telemetry into answers. Every AI assist layer we cover this month either writes KQL for you or reasons over its results, so this is the lesson that makes the rest work. We'll cover filtering, summarizing, joining, time series, and crucially, how to validate AI-generated queries before you trust them. First, why KQL matters so much. It's how you ask questions of telemetry in log analytics, Sentinel, Defender, and endpoint analytics. Every AI assist layer this month either generates KQL for you or reasons over its results, so fluency is non-negotiable. The good news is it reads top to bottom like a pipeline. Data flows left to right through operators separated by the pipe character. 5 operators cover most investigations. Where filters rows. Project picks the columns you want. Extend adds a computed column. Sort orders the result. And take or top limit how many rows come back. The single most important habit, always lead with a time filter. The ago function is the cheapest way to keep your queries fast and properly scoped. Raw events are just noise until you summarize them. The summarize operator groups rows and applies aggregation functions like count, distinct count, average, or percentile. Here we count process crashes per device over the last 7 days, then use top 10 to surface the worst offenders. This single pattern, filter, summarize, top, is the everyday shape of investigation KQL. For trends over time, bucket your data with the bin function. Bin of time generated 1 hour rounds every timestamp down to the start of its hour, giving you evenly spaced buckets. Pipe that into render time chart and you get a visual trend line. This is the foundation for the anomaly detection we'll use in the predictive lesson later this month. The real power of AIOps is correlation, connecting device state to security events. The join operator matches rows from 2 tables on a shared key, like device ID. Here we find devices that are both non-compliant and have a recent security alert. That single correlated query is exactly the kind of signal you'll hand to an AI for triage in a couple of lessons' time. For predictive work, you compare each time bucket against a baseline. A spike in failed sign-ins jumps right out of an hourly series like this one. KQL also has built-in series and forecasting functions for more advanced anomaly detection, but even a simple hourly count, sorted by time, reveals an awful lot. The trends you spot today become the predictions you automate later. Here's the guardrail. Copilot and triage agents will happily write KQL for you, but treat every generated query as untrusted until you've checked it. Confirm 3 things. 1. A bounded time window. Never accept a search star with no ago filter. 2. The right tables, not every table in the workspace. 3. Least privilege columns, with no sensitive fields the task doesn't need. A syntactically perfect query can still massively overread. Validating scope matters as much as validating syntax. Let's recap. The core kit is where, project, summarize, extend, sort, and top. You bucket time with bin, and you correlate tables with join. Always lead with a time filter, and always validate the scope of any AI-generated KQL before running it. Your task: write 3 queries in your workspace. A top 10 devices by error summary, an hourly time series rendered as a time chart, and a join correlating non-compliant devices with recent alerts. Then take any AI-generated KQL and write 2 sentences on how you validated its time window and scope. See you in Lesson 4, where we meet the copilots.